And what's going on, guys? All right, welcome to Trade 1348 or Gabe's Trades. You can go ahead, check out the sister channel link down in the description. What I'm going to share with you is the most powerful trading system on TradingView. Now, you have a lot of indicators out there, but I would call this more of a coalition of indicators to help you make the most empowered decisions and make the most money out of your trade. So I want to get into the chart. I want to highlight some of our features. I want to show you in real time the trades or the plays that panned out and how to read the indicators. Now, this video is going to have a dual purpose, both for YouTube, for those who are thinking about getting started trading, maybe just getting started, or some seasoned pros, and for my community over at Trade 1348, over 16,000 members, all right? And you could be our very next one. Now, I'm going to show you in real time. We're not going to do some random breakdown of a trade. We're going to show you real time the trades, no hand picking. So first and foremost, if you are a veteran of TradingView and or trading futures, one of the first things we like to do is go on over to our settings, go to trading, and change our appearance. We want to allow positions, profit and loss, but most importantly, we want that to be ticks. Enable orders, bracket profit and loss. We want this to be ticks. And we want to extend price line for position and orders. Allow buy sell buttons, instant order placement, so we do not get the prompt, are you sure you want to place this order? And let's go ahead and hit OK. Now, let's talk about the system. What I'm going to do is hide the price. And then we're going to talk about the candles, okay? But let's hide the price here. And what we have here are a couple of things. Remember, a coalition of indicators, multiple confluences that help us create a trade scenario. So what we have here, we call this the ribbon or the band. As you could see in our genie here, it's highlighted green. And what this is a short-term trend. Next up, we have Excel, again, color-coded for bearish and bullish. And this is somewhat of a mid-term trend. And then, of course, guys, what we have here, also color-coded, green and red, is the 200 EMA, which is the longer-term trend. Now, we like to trade on the 5-minute. This strategy works amazingly on the 5-minute for stocks, futures, options, works incredible on the 15 and the 30-minute for crypto. We have students who are making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 over 6 weeks. We have students who are making over $18,000 in 2 weeks in crypto, and you will find those students live in our community. Go ahead and check it out at trade1348.com. However, going back to this, what we can see is that we create a Google Maps, if you will, that lets you know all of the confluences. And of course, this doesn't need much of an introduction down here. This is the MACD, which gives you the visual nudge required here, okay? So let's go ahead and turn on the price because there's something unique in what we do. And let's turn on the price, and as you could see, our candles are not built like other candles, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable a couple of features here and leave the colorized candles on. And we're going to take off the band. Let's take off the band here, guys, right? Also known as the STB ribbon. And what we're looking at is purely price. Now, what we've also done here is given the trader an opportunity to truly see what price is doing, a true measure of volatility. As you can see here, we have a trade design down accompanied with purely red candles. As you can see, our system is color-coded, where we look for confluences between our candles, our midterm, our long-term trend, and then we go ahead and attempt to execute the trade. Of course, we have rules here, guys. Rules are below the 200. We are biased to going short. As you can see here, we're below the 200, colorized as well. So we're only going to take trades that have the multiple confluences. So let's turn this on. Let's turn on our Excel. Let's show our signals. Let's set our trade AI, and then let's click OK. We're going to get into this here because, guys, this is very dynamic. I'm going to show you what this truly means, and then we're going to go back into Legends here, and we are going to go ahead and enable our band. Okay, so what you can see clearly is we have Excel checked here at the origin. This trade here, guys, pre-market at 835. Red candles, red band, red Excel. We have multiple confluences here, right? We wait for the break of the 200. Now we have full confluence. And then we do have the blessings of the MACD. Now, in the break above, we do have a green candle, a green band, but our candles are not green, which means we are lacking volatility and we are essentially going against the trend, possibly getting caught in between EMAs. And what EMAs? The 13 and the 48 EMA. Now we disguised the 13 and 48 EMA to remove those lines from the chart, but you will know if you are trading within them and possibly getting chopped up if you have gray candles. As you can see here, the trade at 12:10 Eastern Time, we get a break of Excel, the band follows through, and of course our candle turns red, leading us to a very solid trade of 3.98. Now let's talk about this trade design. These trade design boxes are creating trade designs in real time, and they will let you know where your entry should be, where your stop should be, and your potential take profits based on levels. You see here, we have levels. So as a trader, you don't have to spend your morning on a specific time frame or multi-time frame hopping looking for levels. We present those levels for you. Now, if you need some empirical data, you could see how price action responded to this level, bounces off. You see the consolidation here at this level, comes on down. You see wick, touch here at this level until we break through. And then, of course, consolidation just above this level before we broke down. And then you see here, more consolidation. And where's that level? It is printed just the previous trading day. So our levels are magical in a sense where it keeps you, objective as to how far you can take the trade. However, we also have something in addition to the levels. Now, we always say respect all levels. Respect all levels, right? It's better to be safe than sorry. However, if you do have a trade, and let's say we nailed this entry on the break of this level, of course, we know what our risk is defined. Our system goes ahead and is able to define the risk for you based on what you want to risk. So if we were to set our max loss per trade at $200, with NQ, we would not be able to enter this trade. As you can see here, you cannot take this trade. The risk is too large. Let me go ahead and increase the size of the caption for you so it's not too small. We're going to go ahead and change that to large, and maybe you could see that better. You can't take this trade. Risk is too large. Of course, what do we do here? Well, if our risk is 200 and we can't take this trade, we then have to trade a smaller futures unit, and this would be M&Q. Now, once on M&Q, it lets us know that we can trade at or about 5 contracts, okay? That's what it's letting us know, and that is fine. Looks like we got a little overlapping here as far as a level, but we do have the contract number. It's telling us 5 contracts. This is great. Okay, so what do we do here? Well, upon entry, we know that the top of this box is in fact $200 of risk. But what we see here is we see that we exceeded a 3.93 to 1, or a 4-to-1, which means that we've turned 200 into $800. Okay, now for those who are wondering, what is this DSR? Well, this DSR is in fact a trailing stop in case you make an arbitrary entry. So let's say I'm entering this trade down. I need to know where my stop is. Of course, we have a bearish thesis with multiple confluences, although I do not like the weakness on the MACD. So if I don't like that weakness and I'm saying, okay, well, I will take my shot here and sell, I would then go ahead and place my stop immediately where our DSR tells us. And of course, this DSR will then trail price. One of the cooler things that we do is once we get the DSR past our entry price, we then go ahead and like to make the trade free. So now there is zero risk in the trade and all the upside potential. So let's go ahead and look at what this is here, right? Trade design down. We do not get a trade design up the whole entire day. We maintain bearishness. And what this does to many, many traders is it reminds them that you do not have to take 25, 30, 40, 50 trades in a day. You just don't, right? We see two opportunities. One happened pre-market, the other happened should you have been patient, another 4-to-1 possibly. Now this trade design, we can go and do a replay here and see how all this happens in real time, guys, right? We're just going to hit play here. Let's change the speed to 1 time. Let's hit play and we could see the trade design immediately. It's just telling you, hey, look at 9 contracts here, and if you get to a 5-to-1, you will make $1,000. Again, this is $200 risk here, and there you go. You've made over $1,500, possibly $2,000-$3,000 with a trailing DSR. Okay, so yeah, hey, TradingView, thank you for the replay. Such a phenomenal tool. But as you can see here, our DSR is here. We do not move our DSR back up. We keep trailing our entry there. Okay. Now, there are many examples of this system really excelling. As you can see here on Friday, we had a trade design up. There we go. Trade design down, worked out. Trade design up, of course. And then if I go ahead and take off the band here, you could see where we have gray candles and absolutely no opportunity. So we got a trade design down. Right here at the 200, kind of dangerous, right? Because we do have to respect the 200. And then here, just chop in just gray candles until we get a trade design up. And this is profitable. Remember, falling back on rules. Now, a system's only as good as its rules. Falling back on our rules, if we are above the 200, we're biased to going long or calls. If we're below the 200, we're biased to going short. However, we do not want to be in proximity of the 200. We want some buffer there. As you can see here, we get a break above the 200, trade design, and we're going long. As you can see here, same thing, going short. We could then go ahead and turn on our band, and you will see how the band then adds to the coalition here and helps us, right? Visually helps us to create our trade thesis. I could go on and on with this. And guys, if you want to see the system in action, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and then check out my live streams. There's a live stream section where I stream possibly 2-3 times a week of live trading. I then do a private study hall for the community where it's actually real time, no latency. That's a whole lot of fun. But you get to see the system in action. So even if you're still on the fence, but you're curious about the system, just hit the subscribe button and watch me trade live relative to these rules, and you will make some money. The rules are very, very, very simple. Enter on trade designs only. We try not to begin looking at the market till after about 8:30, which is a typical data time, right? And we try to be done by noon, right? Of course, we have an opportunity that was created here. But guys, the system kept you short. It did not send you bullish. It did not. It kept you short, and it kept you in the trade longer. Especially, guys, if we're trading ticks. The psychological benefit to trading ticks is that no matter how many contracts you buy, which has an exponential impact on price, when you're winning and losing the trade, a tick is just a tick, okay? And so whether you have 5 contracts or 10 contracts, you're just moving ticks. And I feel that this will help you as a trader. In fact, we had a response from one of our community members today who held for over 101 ticks, and that trader could never hold past 5 points. So that's, just go ahead and back test it. It's free. And you know what? Watching me stream and trade, absolutely free. Actually, trade1348.com, your first week, free. Join the community, have fun. This is the best trading system on TradingView, period, bar none, hands down. And I think I did this video in one shot. Let's see how it comes out. Peace.